Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing wonderful. For today's video, I played around with the second collection of DesixKaty and Dose of Colors. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look, then please keep watching. In order to make sure that my eyeshadow lasted all day long, I first took the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and applied it all over my eyelids. And then I set that concealer with the Mercier Loose Translucent Powder. I was so excited to use the Friendcation palette. The packaging is absolutely stunning and the colors are just beautiful. I first dug into the shade Necessary, and just as a heads up, the color does appear darker on the eyes than it does on the pan. I applied this color all over my crease as my transition shade. Then I took the beautiful reddish brown shade called Churro and started defining my crease a little more. If you have hooded eyes just like I do, make sure to take that color a little bit over your natural crease, and this will create the illusion of a bigger eyelid space. Then just keep blending up until it looks good. Then I took the darker brown shade called Chintz and I started applying it on the outer corner of my eye. And don't be fooled, this color is actually very pigmented. I just took a tiny bit at a time just so that it was easier to blend. Once I had the color intensity that I wanted, I started working towards the inside in order to further intensify my crease. Although my favorite color in this palette is that blue one, before I started filming this video, I looked back at my recent videos, and 2 out of the last 5 are blue eyeshadow looks. So I decided to go with a green sparkly shade called Dirty Money. I ended up really loving it, plus it's more appropriate for fall anyways. I used the wet brush to apply this shade all over my eyelid. Then, although it wasn't really necessary, I took some shadow on my finger and applied it in order to bring out the color even more. There was a bit of fallout. I mean, this never bothers me, but I know it might bother some of you, so just letting you guys know. I took a makeup wipe to remove any fallout. I also cleaned out the outer corners in order to make them look more sharp. To prime my face, I used the Dr. Brandt Pores No More in my oiliest areas, and the Too Faced Primed and Poreless all over the rest of my face. I like to press these onto the skin in order to fill any pores. For foundation, I used the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in the shade 6.5. The trick to make this foundation work on oily or combination oily skin is to use mattifying primers just like I did. I love how this foundation wears out throughout the day. For concealer, I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and blended it out using that same Eco Tool sponge. And to set it, I used the Mercier Translucent Powder for the first time. I really did like the powder. It left my skin feeling very smooth. I do want to try it a couple more times before I make like a final verdict. And I would say that it is a little less drying than my NYC Loose Translucent Powder. The NYC one is way more affordable though, so if you're on the hunt for one, I would suggest trying out the NYC one first. Keep in mind that I do have combination oily skin, so if you have drier skin, this might not work for you. I set the rest of my face using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. For contour today, I used the Hoola bronzer. And I filled my eyebrows using the NYX MicroBrow pencil in black. I still use the middle shade in my Anastasia contour kit for my nose because the Hoola bronzer looks a bit too orange on my nose for some reason. For mascara, I use the Lancome Monsieur Big. And for false lashes today, I picked the Ardell Demi Wispies. I went back to the Friendcation palette and took the shade Churro and applied it all over my lower lash line. For this look, I didn't smoke it out too much underneath my lash line. I kept it pretty close. Then I grabbed the shade Cheens and applied it on the exterior part of my lower lash line. For blush, I used the top shade of my Estee Lauder Deluxe Compact. To highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I took the shade Just a Kiss. It quickly became one of my favorite inner corner highlight shades for sure. I used Fuego highlight today to keep in sync with the collection. As some of you may know, I bought this during the first round, so I'm so excited that they brought it back. It is a gorgeous highlight and I love how wet it makes the skin look. Plus, a little goes a long way. For lips, I used the Aftermath lipstick. Warm terracotta shades have always been my favorite, so you guys already know I love this. I then added the over the top gloss. Do you guys see how beautiful this gloss is? It definitely took the look to a higher level. I ended up loving every single product in this tutorial. What was your favorite part of the look? Let me know in the comments below, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to give it a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one. God bless. Mwah. Bye.